It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and we'll get to see the Eagles' sure-handed wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Eagles and the Jets on Sunday night primetime.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Turner. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 67 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
This now a 3rd and 4. Hurts.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
From the 46, here's second down and 5. Hurts going to give this to Shipley.
Stiff-armed him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Once again, it's Shipley. Down at the 35, it'll be second down. There are the numbers for Shipley a week ago.
23 carries, 78 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
He completes it to Tate. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
York able to send this one through.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Hall.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Turner.
Throw right side, Wilson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 3 catches last week. He's got 3 in the first quarter here tonight.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead is now 10-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
They'll start on the ground with Shipley.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Turner got his man complete over the middle. That's Weber. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Turner. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the Jets' 4-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Oh, such great content.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And now out come the Jets.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. It's Young. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Turner. He finds his man complete. It's Sherman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Turner. His throw incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now Turner off the play fake. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A give running right is Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Turner. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The Eagles at 500, sitting at 5-5. But they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver. that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Operating from the gun, Turner. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Let's take it inside his own 40. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. All the option left, it's Hurts. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Fighting through it, he's got space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. Back to throw.
Turner. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Hall want to give up the middle. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Turner. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Turner. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So here are the Eagles to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw again.
That'll be caught by Shipley.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's McDonald. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. In motion goes the tight end. And here's Turner. Throwing to start the drive. He finds his man complete. It's Sherman. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the Bears who pick up the victory at home. Caleb Williams leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. Option play. Here's Hall.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Take it at the 37. Wiggles free. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 45-yard line.
Hurts. That's complete to Shipley.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw.
Dancing to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air. As we take you through some of the action from earlier, this secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd and 3. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And Davis has it over the middle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Straight ahead, Shipley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A run on first down with Shipley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Turner. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. Turner. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Turner. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Turner. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many good.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a bit closer. Aubrey now for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Up the middle they go. Tate. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Here's 3rd down and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Shipley, 67 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another 1st down as they called his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll give it to Shipley. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Operating from the gun. Turner staying on his feet. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw again. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Turner. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Now Shipley again.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Tate. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They'll run. Here's Shipley.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
That'll be caught by Shipley.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. Extra point by York is up and good.
Man, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
Turner now. Throwing to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Sherman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Hall again.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Looking to throw. Turner steps away to his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here comes Shipley.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they go with Shipley.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
And New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Weber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.